a lot of variety in here. I have some faceted stones. I have some cabochons. And I have some rough stones. There are some stones in here that I'll never use in jewelry. And there are some pieces that I already have plans to make something out of. Most of the stones are in these nice plastic containers. And some I just kind of stuffed in here in little baggies because they were already sorted in my head by price, what I spent on them. Where to start? I'll start with the odd man out because it's in a different container than all the rest. These are 2 Moonstone cabochons. I bought them over spring break in 2012. My fiance and I went on a little vacation, and there was a stone shop which I spent too much money at. But when I bought it, they came to me in this container, and so I kept the container. I really like this soft cotton fuzz foam. It's foam that the stones are in. I think that these are really lovely moonstones. These are not moonstones with the rainbow quality, the flash. They do have a bit of a color shift. You can see. But unlike a lot of moonstones that I've seen, they are very clear. A lot of moonstones are just white, and I thought these looked really nice, really different, and a lot of the times different is what I'm looking for. I like to work with stones that have not your typical appearance. Yeah, sometimes I like to work with a traditional stone, but yes, I think this is a really great little storage container for gemstones. Alright, so those are the moonstones of labradorite. I can't decide between them and opals for my favorite gemstones. I'll start with my most recent addition to my labradorite collection. It has a small nick in it on the side, but the way that I would set this piece, it will cover up this small little imperfection. You won't be able to see it, but just look at that labradorescent. It's like it was directly cut right where the light just plays perfectly. I find it very relaxing to just kind of gemstones within the feldspar variety. Because I love the shimmer, the sparkle, and the way that the colors move and change. And while technically this may not be my rarest or best piece of labradorite, it's certainly one of my favorites. So that blue color is so perfect. See, it's a cabochon. It's got the flat back, the dome surface. So here's that one. I'll show you these next. Neither of these are particularly special. They're nice. They are just plain cabochons. This one also has a nice flash on it. It's similar to this one, but the flash is not as strong. And it's also not as velvety as this one. But it's still very gorgeous. It's a really great shade of blue. The only thing about this one is that when the light doesn't hit it just right, it doesn't shimmer at all. This one shimmers no matter what angle. You can still see the play. This one, if I'm holding it like this, it doesn't look special. But you do this. Oh, and I love that you can see the fractures within the stone. I was thinking about doing a ring, a long ring like this, or maybe a pendant. But I like the idea of having a ring like this, nice and bright. This is a smaller cap, but with a higher dome. And you can see this one is a little bit weaker with the flash, but it's still that really beautiful shade of blue. There's a lot more inclusions in this one as well, in this big black space where it's not translucent. If I'm correct, the more translucent a stone like this is, the higher quality it is. And the more opaque it is, depending on the inclusions, I think it changes its level of quality, rarity, desirableness. Alright, the next two containers are not special, I guess special to me just because I really like faceted stones. And you don't always see faceted labradorite when you do see it, but because it is a weaker stone, 6 or 7 on the most scale, it's harder to facet and to keep its integrity and strength without it breaking. But I like the way that the light plays and it kind of fractures that blue flash. I don't really have any plans for this one, but I could see it making a good pendant. This is another teardrop faceted. It has a striped flash. This is my last little container of labradorite. There are more facets. This This one has a yellow flash. And you can't see it at all from this angle, but it's pretty strong when the light hits it from here. And it also has the striping. And I think you can see particularly well with this one the way that the facets change the way that the flash is visible. The way that the color kind of moves to each little diamond shape. A nice effect. Here's another. The flash on this one is a bit muddly because there's a heavy inclusion all in it. But that's okay. I still think it's pretty. And it does have a little bit of striping. The flash is really nice right there. So no plans for those yet. I think I'll probably make rings with these two. They're cut like maybe you would see a typical diamond cut, kind of mimicking that cut. It's a simplified version of it so that the stone doesn't crumble. But the flash on it is really nice, and I love the way that it's cut. So I will probably have a typical prong set basket setting for this piece. And here's a same thing, just a bit larger. It's got that nice blue right in the middle. By the way, just a little bit of anatomy of this, of the way that the vocabulary, the stone setting, the top here, this round part, the flat part on the top is the table. This part, the slope, before you get to the band around the middle. Get a pointer. Table. And here, this is the crown. And then the band around the middle, right here. This is the girdle. This area here is the pavilion. And this is the culet, this tip. So, table, crown, girdle, pavilion, culet. And this was the first faceted labradorite that I bought. And I think it's so pretty. It's hard for me to resist the shiny. And plus I like the trillion cut, which is this cut here, the three sides. And I have lots more labradorite on my shelf with the rest of my collection, which is quite large for me, for someone who doesn't have a lot. I have a large gemstone collection. It's magical looking to me. Well, I did mention before that one of my other favorite stones is the opal. So I will pull out some of my opals for you. Opals are another flashy stone. I'll start with some of my opal rough. You can already see the fantastic colors. Now I love rough gemstones, but when I was buying these pieces at a gem show, the guy who was selling these, he was telling me that these are like trash opals basically, because they were improperly mined. These little fragments are from when the miners don't really know what they're doing. They're just kind of hacking away to find a piece, and they break pieces. Then they become not worthless, but unusable for many of the more desirable cuts and shapes. You can't see it very well in the film. You can just a little bit. There are green sparkles within this, and it just, to me, it just almost looks like fine glitter trapped in there, but just, way better than glitter. Something else. Like I said, it just seems magical to me. Whether these are imperfectly mined or not. Now this one I think is just particularly nice because, again, I don't think you're going to be able to see it on the camera. Yeah, a little bit. But there is a honeycomb pattern in this one. So the flash, it jumps between the different honeycombs. I could look at this all day. Opals are usually pretty expensive. So although it's one of my favorites, I don't have very many. But the ones I have, I treasure. This one's got a nice bit of red in it. Right there. And then you can see on this side, it looks like a regular rock. And then when you turn it over, it's this beautiful rainbow display. Now I have a couple pieces in here that don't have any flash. They are lower quality. These pieces here, they're cream color, milky. This is a really flashy one. It's this stone here. This, I don't think it's technically called a trillion cut since it's a cabochon, but this triangle cabochon is one of the prizes of my collection. It's one of the first opals I bought at a gemstone, gem show. I love this stone so much. it's just the perfect kind of colors for me. So that's a selection from my opals. That's actually most of my opals. I think that's all but 2 or 3 of my opals. Because I have another bolder opal that I was talking about, and I have another faceted opal. citrine color. I think it's kind of neat. This one's got a bit of purple in it. I wonder if these were heat treated amethyst, and this is just a little bit of purple that didn't change. This one doesn't look heat treated to me, but I suppose it's possible. I honestly think that the purple might just be because of the inclusions, because there's a little rainbow bit over here, and heat treating wouldn't cause a little rainbow bit, I don't think. I don't know, I don't really know that much about stones. Just what researched for hobby sake. Perfect. This is the last one that has a little color change property. This is peacock ore, which is not a I guess scientific name. That's a nickname of sorts for whatever this is. And it's incredibly brittle. I wanted to use this in jewelry, but I could probably break it right here in front of the camera with my fingers. It's that brittle. But it's very pretty. I love the peacock colors. There's fuchsia and yellow, orange, pink. I think this is one of the pieces that I snapped in my hand. This one too. I've done it as peacock ore. Right now I have no plans of using it in jewelry because it's just not strong enough to withstand daily wear. Until I figure out what to do with them, they'll be a part of my collection and a pretty thing to look at. Let's see. I think next I will do the rest of the pieces in the baggies. I'll start with this smallest piece. This is iolite. It is purple. I believe it's a 3mm square, maybe 2mm. I'm pretty sure it's 3mm. I'm going to take it out of the bag. I don't think that's going to make it any easier to see it. But there's no color change. It's just a pretty purple stone. You can see it's got a nice color to it when the light hits it. Very small. might be a mystic quartz. You usually see mystic topaz or mystic quartz where they've taken a clear stone and they have sprayed it with something that creates this colorful shimmer. It adheres to the stone after it's been faceted. Oh, this is a really neat cut. It's the facets, each cut is concave. Creates a bit of a slimmer look throughout the pavilion. Here are 3 more quartzes. These are smoky quartz. This is my fiance's favorite stone, the smoky quartz. This is a deep smoky quartz. It's like a chocolate color. It's a really nice cut. Clearly see the cupid and the pavilion, the girdle, the crown, and the table. This one is a bit, just a bit lighter. Too much lighter. I have a few different ideas for a piece that would use all 3 of these smoky quartzes. I like the idea of a pendant where they come down like this, all basket set, so you would see the prongs, 4 prongs coming up and over each stone. I also like the same idea, just with a ring. It'd be a very long ring. I like big rings. They're fun to make. But I could also do something, I don't know, more creative. Maybe go into a spiral. Maybe I could collect a few more and have a nice spiral. Or I could just make 2 or 3 different pieces. Got 2 more. They form rings. And when you have a larger piece of malachite, you get all these different rings occurring in different spots on the piece. And eventually those rings kind of just meld into each other. And it's very beautiful. Now I'm going to go through a few of my rough gemstones. Now this is a sampling that I don't know exactly what they are. I think that this one here is amethyst. This one could possibly be citrine. And this could also be amethyst, but it might also be highlight. I don't know. Some of my stuff got mixed up and I lost track of what it was. These are rough sapphires. I love to work with sapphires of any kind. In fact, I missed one of my faceted containers. I have several faceted sapphires in here that I will show you next. But I like to work with sapphires because they are a 9 on the Mohs scale. If they're not a 9, they're an 8. The book will tell me. But that means that I can put fire to it and it'll be okay. So if I set one of these stones, I can still work on the piece with fire if I needed to. So it opens up a lot of possibilities. Another great thing about sapphires is that they come in a variety of colors. There's a purple sapphire, an orange sapphire, green sapphire, and a pink sapphire. Now they may be small, but they're still really beautiful. They're very well cut, and the colors are very pure. The purple one has a lot of inclusions, and the orange one has one very noticeable inclusion. But I personally don't mind inclusions. I think they give character to the stone to a certain extent. Also in this little cup that I missed is the faceted opal that I couldn't find before. I thought I had just missed it. So yeah, this is what a faceted opal might look like. This is a faceted emerald. It's not an expensive emerald, I'll put it that way. It's very included. It's not opaque, or it is opaque. It's completely opaque. It doesn't have any transparency to it at all. Emeralds, interestingly enough, they are an 8 or a 9 on the hardness scale, but they are still very brittle. I don't know what this stone is right here. Someone gave it to me. They didn't know what it was. I'm thinking it might be a tourmaline. There are many inclusions and fractures, which is what makes me think it could be a tourmaline. And that green just kind of looks like the green you would see from a tourmaline. And these two here are peach and deceit. One has color change and one does not. The larger one does not. No, the larger one does, and the smaller one does not. So the color is peach, but it's also green. So it's similar to the alexandrite that changed from green to purple. This one changes from peach and has little flecks of green. This one is just peach. I really love these. I've been trying to track down more of them, especially the color changed ones. I had a chance to buy more at one point,